very rarely film this part of their weight loss journey. Today's my weigh-in day, and for like 3 weeks I've been the same weight. This is like the moment when I just get so frustrated. And those people out there that want to be like, just diet and exercise. I'm on week 9 of diet and exercise. Barely no carbs, sugar, clean keto. I don't know what other people are doing, but I am telling you that my weight has been a lifelong struggle. And if it was so easy just to diet and exercise, I would do it, because anybody who knows me knows I am the most resilient, hardworking, committed person. When I put my mind to something, I don't fail. What am I doing? Every meal, it feels like I'm torturing myself. I can't have anything that I want. You make a nice Asian dish, you can't have rice with it. You know, Italian dish, you can't have pasta with it. You can't even have a piece of toast in the morning.
First of all, let me start off this video by saying I had to speed it up like this because it was a very long video. She was frustrated and getting all her frustrations out. So sorry that I had to do that, but people have no attention span, so I had to. Secondly, I empathize. I really do. A lot of my clients, when they first come to me, they've been in this position where they feel like they've tried absolutely everything. They feel like they're doing everything right, and still they're not able to lose weight or they're not able to sustain it. So this is very common.
Those people that are waking up saying I'm fat and I love myself, it's because they've had so many mornings like this, they fucking gave up. Just diet and exercise. You're lazy. Are you in the gym this morning doing lunges that are killing you and then getting on the scale and seeing nothing happening?
To say that there are not fat people out there who want to stay fat and who don't want to do the work and who are lazy would be a lie. Of course, there are always lazy people, no matter what you're talking about, in any field, in any walk of life, in any part of the world. There are always lazy people who'd rather be miserable than actually put in the work. Do I think that this is one of them? Absolutely not. It's very clear from her frustration and the way that she's telling this story of her being fat her entire life and putting in the effort and trying over and over and not seeing the results that she wants. It's very clear that she is a hard worker and she just doesn't have an organized, clear plan that's going to lead her to the result, which is not her fault. It's the fault of whoever she's following, or past coaches who have not done their job, or maybe she's just following fad diets hoping that something's going to change. I don't know, but it's very clear that she's tried and that she continues to try. So that's not the issue here. Just wanted to make that clear.
9 weeks. I'm down 15 pounds. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Didn't eat exactly what's on my plan. And let me tell you something, I gained 7 pounds in those 2 days.
As I'm sure you've already been told, when we have bigger meals with more sodium, more carbs, and more fat, and just more food in general, that extra weight that you saw on the scale was mostly water weight, and you did not gain 7 pounds of fat. So there's some good news for you.
This video is for all of you fat shamers that like to just throw diet and exercise at us. All you people that do not have a concept of what it's like to be in a bigger body your entire life. I am not talking the mom that gives birth and gains 30 pounds. I'm not talking to those people that are getting older and, oh, I'm gaining weight now and I'm not in my 20-year-old body. No, I'm talking like since you were born, you have been bigger than everybody else.
I also get this part. It's very hard to take advice from someone who currently has abs and you know has never been in the same position as you. It's hard to hear them say, all you need to do is watch where you eat and exercise. That is all you need to do, but it's much easier said than done. I have to mention that just because someone has never been in your shoes doesn't mean that they don't know what they're talking about. Just like how it's not necessary for an oncologist to have had cancer to be able to treat you, it's not necessarily required for a coach to have been fat to know how to help you. However, what is necessary is a coach who understands not only human physiology, but how to communicate with people, and who is emotionally intelligent and who can tell you how and why. Because telling you what to do, exercise and calorie deficit, is not enough.
You want so much to be normal, and there is no normalcy for you. So you just decide to fucking love and accept yourself, and then you get your glorifying obesity. No, I'm just trying to stay alive in this world that hates me. I'm gonna go back to this fucking workout, and then I'm gonna go eat my eggs and my avocado like a good girl. I'm frustrated.
I don't want to be one of these people. I'm just very logical and I tell you like it is. So you don't need to eat this way. And that's part of the reason why you're in the situation that you're in. I know it doesn't seem that way. When you eat whatever you want, of course your weight goes up. When you are restrictive, you see your weight go up. But what you don't see is the little things. So when you're restrictive, you are perfectly fine for a few days or even a week or a couple of weeks. But as soon as you find something that you want, a birthday party comes up, Christmas comes up, you have a little something here and there, it all adds up. Just like if you feel like you've really been diligent with your spending and you feel like you've been saving money and at the end of the month you're broke, it's those little transactions here and there that add up that you don't even notice. And you'll say, no, everything's perfect. I'm weighing everything. Nothing is slipping through the cracks. It is. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to tell you that you're lying or that you're lazy, but things are slipping through the cracks. It's not your fault. Again, it's the fault of whoever you've been listening to, or maybe you've never had any help. And in that case, what you're missing is guidance.
I know some people are gonna see this and say, oh, she's just feeling bad for herself. It's another excuse. I don't want anybody to feel bad for me, but to sit on your pedestal, I literally feel like I have been on a diet since I was 8 years old and I can't fucking beat it. Cannot seem to win. Maybe it's something beyond diet and exercise. Lost hundreds of pounds. I have not been able to sustain it. I have tried everything. I do not want to be this way. I would do anything to be normal. Oh, and I have a mother that works out every day, really watches what she eats, and has never been under 200 pounds.
I had to move. It got dark. This is like several videos here. There's a lot to unpack here. Genetics, environment, emotional factors, cultural factors, lots of things. But in short, you are not different. You're not special. You're the same as everyone else. Physiologically, you're still a human, and all humans lose fat in exactly the same way, which is through a calorie deficit. You're not a scientific anomaly. Okay, you need to hold yourself accountable and you need to be honest with yourself. Now, you said that you've tried everything. You haven't tried everything. You've tried things that you weren't able to sustain, and you've tried things that were not right for you, and which is why you weren't able to sustain them.
I truly don't believe that fat people choose to be fat or want to be fat. I do know and believe that there are fat people that have tried and are just sick of hating themselves.
I agree. And I also think that you put a lot of effort in and it's been wasted effort. Again, not your fault, but I don't want that to happen to you anymore. There's some great dietitians out there, and I know some have actually stitched your video, and they could definitely help you. And if you need help with fitness, there's some great coaches out there. So choose the one that you feel fits best with what you're looking for. It's physiologically impossible that your body is just immune to fat loss, and fat loss is entirely possible for you. You just need help finding the right approach.